what's up, folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noah Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit. Join me every week. This is Brother Pedro. Hello.
Good morning, everybody. Pedro, Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right. This is a show where we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Hello, everybody, hanging out in the Discord chat room. If you'd like to join us throughout the show, we are hanging out in the Adafruit Discord server in the live broadcast chat channel. The link to our Discord server is discord.gg/Adafruit. You can drop in your questions, your comments, your GIFs, your GIFs, your memes, all that and more. We have a fun, spooky themed show this week. We have new projects that we're prototyping. We got some parts, fresh new parts that are printed in resin. We have a time lapse, and we have a couple community makes. All that and more on 3D Hangouts. It is episode 454, and it's September 18th, 2024. Let's go ahead and kick off the show with some freebies. Where am I? I'm lost here. Oh, here I am. Okay. All right, let's start off the show with adafruit.com/free. You can find out all the free deals that get automatically added to your cart. For orders of $99 or more, you get a free PCB coaster with a golden Adafruit logo. If your order is $149 or more, you'll get the PCB coaster plus an Adafruit KB2040. If your order is $199 or more, you get the KB2040, the PCB coaster, and free UPS ground shipping for continental US only. And if your order tops out at $299 or more, you'll get all that plus a Circuit Playground Express. Adafruit.com/free for the details. Again, these get automatically added to your cart. And if you'd like to get 10% off your order, today's coupon code for our viewers is Servo. And you'll see why it's Servo in our prototype and shop talk segment. Servo, 10% off. Use it today if you want to pick up any parts in the shop. This works on everything except Adafruit IO subscriptions and gift certificates. You can use this on Raspberry Pis now. No restrictions on that. So that's real nice.
Yeah,
all right.
No in stock. We can stock up on those. We went over last week, confirming that the little cases that we have made for these, both the enclosure cases and the little Lego compatible ones, all work with the Pico 2.
Yep, Pico 2. All right. With that, I think we're ready to... what should we do first? Do we want to talk about servo Lego mounts? Do we want to talk about Ikea pumpkins?
I think we're quickly just talk about the video showing off the code editor, the web code editor that Melissa worked on.
Okay, that's good.
Just a little brief. Used the ESP32 V2, and then I used the C6 with our ESP boards, and they work perfectly. It's got that little guy there. It looks so cool. I tried using the iOS. The Chrome app for it did not work on that, unfortunately. Tried using the Bluetooth with it. Was not able to get that working as well. But it works perfectly on a regular Windows, Mac, Chromium compatible web browser. That works perfect.
Yeah, check it out. It's I have it loaded here. Let's take a look. I have a Feather ESP32 V2 here on my desk, plugged in with a USB cable, and I just connected it up right now. I'm going to go ahead and hit open, and it's going to load the files on the Circuit Pi drive. You can see I got access to the library, settings.toml, and of course code.py. Let's take a look at code.py. And I am running a nice little rainbow animation script that I borrowed from TopBot's CircuitPython tips and tricks GitHub repo. We also have a learn guide on it. But,
I want to mention something funny about this code. I was able to get this to run on the C6 by inside of iOS. I don't know if Windows has this as well. Please let us know if you have this ability in Windows, but in iOS or in macOS, you're able to copy text right off of a screen. And I was able to just copy your text, paste it into the code editor, and I was able to get the NeoPixel animation to work.
Yeah, that is a really nice tip there. If you,
because I didn't know where to grab the code from. You were saying that it's on one of the GitHubs,
Yep.
But if it's right there while I'm doing the video editing, I was able to just select the text from the screenshot from the video and then just paste this right into the web editor, and boom.
Yeah, that's super cool.
There was some formatting that I just needed to fix. Was it just basically, just added extra returns when I copied the text from a picture. Which, let's go that over again. I copied text from a picture, to get the code to work, and
that's pretty cool. Yeah,
that was so silly and amazing at the same time.
It is. Yeah, no, that's really cool. Yeah, this, like I said, I'll pull up. Let me see, GitHub. Oops, I just had it. Oh man, it's funny how. Yeah, what is it? I think it's. There it is. ToddBot, CircuitPython tips and tricks. I love this for just getting really quick demos to test out. He has a great breakdown of all the things.
Oh, wow.
So if you look for neopixels and dot stars, this is the code. It uses the built-in neopixel, and it just uses the Rainbow IO library that's built in. And of course the neopixel library, which you'll have to upload, but it's easy to do.
Very cool.
Yeah, and it's just a great way to quickly get a rainbow animation on that built-in NeoPixel that we have here on the Feather ESP32v2. So shout out to TopBot for his really useful GitHub repo here. Just all the kind of things. Let's say you have a display and you want to do like a quick clock. He's got some nice nice code for doing like a quick clock, like just display a clock. I actually had that running. I was able to grab his code and use the STEMMA QT port on this Feather and an OLED. And I think I just changed the resolution or something, and I was able to get a quick internet clock, because this is an IoT board. Even though we're programming via USB serial, you can still do a lot of Wi-Fi stuff on it.
Yeah,
just really great. So really good. Let me go ahead and drop in this link. I'm sure folks know about it. Yep, squid.jpg says, love ToddBot's CircuitPython tips and tricks. Me too. It just makes our job a lot easier to like have somewhere to go to and get some really quick code running to test out some of the things like the code editor.
Yeah.
So check it out.
Real quick, if it's Windows compatible, copy and paste should work between programs. This was just a picture. Is what I'm talking about. That's why I think it's so silly that from a picture I'm able to copy text and paste it in there. And
a lot of times I'll take a photo of a receipt for invoices, and I'm able to copy that stuff. So yeah, the iOS camera works really well.
It's just underneath. It's just what is it? The ORC.
Yeah. Yep. We got a question here from Nikita. Can we generate CircuitPython code in ChatGPT? Yes, of course. Yeah. Some of our folks use ChatGPT to write CircuitPython code. Yeah. I haven't myself personally, but I know folks on the team definitely have used and continue to use ChatGPT to generate code, libraries, you name it. Yeah. Give it a try. Yeah. All right. So that's the code editor. We just did a quick video on how to install CircuitPython on one of these ESP32v2 boards, and then just how to quickly kind of work with the interface. It's really, really easy to use. It's a good user experience. You got your serial REPL monitor right here. You can do key commands like Command or Control C to stop and go into safe mode. Control
that
D,
works.
yeah, to like refresh, or you can use the buttons up here. You can open files. You can navigate. Here's the libraries that I have on here. You can use that to go back up. You can download files from your CircuitPy drive. If I wanted to download it to my local computer, or if you want to move a file, you can do that. You can edit the file name. You can add new folders. You can delete files. Lots of functionality here in the code editor. So check it out. If you find a bug, you can click on this button here. Little GitHub cat, Octocat. Click on that. It'll take you to here, and you can file an issue. I think some issues were recently resolved with the ESP32C6 feather.
Yes.
And yeah, that's how you connect to it. There you go. I'm connected.
And the whole reason you want to use this is for the boards that do not have native USB. That's the whole reason.
That's one of the reasons. I thought so too, but then Melissa was like, well, you could still use it even if you don't have Mu Editor. You could still, like, if let's say you have a lockdown Chromebook and you can't install an app, well, you have Chrome, and this is Chrome, so you can, this will work with any CircuitPython device. And
great.
if you go to circuitpython.org, you can see all the different, not just 8 different boards, but all the boards. How about a Pi board?
Actually, Scott makes a point to make sure to prioritize the non-Adafruit ones.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, just go to downloads, and you can see all the different boards that have CircuitPython support. Seed Studio's Zhao, for example, which is a very popular board. The Zhao RP2040 has CircuitPython support.
Very cool.
Gives you a breakdown of all the things that you can use with it, all the built-in modules. It's really easy to work with.
Very cool.
Yeah, check it out. Now you can use a web browser to edit your code and manage your libraries.
Very awesome.
Yeah. The only thing that I would love to see maybe in the future would be if we can use the bundle fly to automatically install libraries. That would be cool. Yeah, maybe in the future we'll be able to do that, because you still have to like install your libraries manually.
Yep, you still have to download it and then upload it through here, which isn't too much of a big deal.
Yep. And last week on Show and Tell, Foamy Guy Tim, he was showing the serial plotter on the code editor, which is I think it's in the beta, or I'll have to take a look at it, but I do remember that just now that he was showing it, kind of testing it out live, which was really cool to see if you got to plot your data, your serial data.
Cool.
Which is pretty cool. So yeah, check it out. We're loving it. code.circuitpython.org.
Awesome.
All right. Are we doing Legos?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and jump into this week's. This week's what are we prototyping? We prototyped some more of the Lego mounts. This time, Lamar wanted to try these in the jet black resin, and we're trying them out. We're gonna settle on the white ones just because of the cost.
Yeah, they're double the price. A little bit.
Yeah, the black ones, I think it's like $1 compared to like 30 cents. And we did find some tolerance differences, so we're just gonna stick with the white ones for now, just for the cost. They do add very nice goth to your Lego builds. But if you guys want to go ahead and grab those, the files will be available to download, so you can get those by downloading the files if you want to make your own. But for in stock in the store, we're just gonna stock these white ones for now. Want to keep the consistency of the tolerance to a minimal, so we don't have to keep having different files. We also sent off one for the slide switch, so we'll have a nice little slide switch with the Lego build. So it'll be the Feather RP2040. This is the PropMaker, so they'll be able to just plug in any of the servos since we have the header attached already. And we'll have one for the vertical and one for the horizontal. And then the slide switch, you can easily turn that on and off on your Lego builds. So those should be in the shop, I think, later this afternoon. They came in last week. We're just getting the photos and all of the product descriptions added. But this is what they'll look like if you want to get your own in black. But we'll have these in stock in white. And for the
Yeah.
feather mount, I think they'll be in next week since we had to verify. We only got the ones in black before we realized the cost difference was going to be that great. So we're just verifying that these fit, and those will be in stock. And I think probably the slide switch too, since it's such a tiny little one. And these attach to either the little tubes like that or in between, just so you can have a nice freedom of where you want to place those on your Lego boards. The same thing with the vertical one, since if you have an attachment like this, if it's flat, it's going to be down on the ground, hitting things. So you can, of course, same thing here with either the tubes or the in-betweens to have those raised up. If you want to make like a car or something, you'll have the ability to have those raised up off the platform. And that's what we have for the Lego mounts. We'll have the video, and these will be in stock later in the afternoon.
Yep. Hopefully.
Yeah, and like we mentioned before, if you want any more, you can download like a Pico one as well. We have a couple of those. Just type in Lego in the learning system, and all the files for those will come up.
Yep, I'm verifying here. Lego.
I forget what we did the Pico one for. What did we do the Pico one for? Was it the sign? I think we used a feather for that one.
Yeah. Here we go. We have some Stemma QT dev boards or sensor boards. We made some faceplates for those, some common sizes.
Cutie Pie. Oh yeah, we got a Cutie Pie one.
Do we have a Cutie Pie one?
Is that what that was for?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Cutie Pie mounts. We have Stemma mounts. So if you want to add
for Lego, like you said,
you want
to way to create your own custom LED sign with Lego plates. We got a rover, which I recently had to update the links. They were deleted from. I guess Lego complained to Thingiverse about Lego parts, and they deleted our listings. So I just had to upload our source files to the Learn Guide. Because before we didn't really do that. We didn't have a need to do that. But nowadays, we always have a step file and the Fusion 360 files and the SDLs right in the Learn Guide. But it kind of predated that. So.
Oh yeah, what now that we're on the subject of this, PT sent an email over on FreeCAD. Check that out, and we just loaded up some of the files. They load up just fine. We should have probably planned a bigger segment for that, but
that's right. Yeah, FreeCAD got a update. I think it's like 1.0 now. So check that out. I have used it only to verify that our step files do indeed work.
Yes.
So yeah, check out
check it out. I just have to watch a little bit more videos on how to navigate. I did figure it out after a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
I like how it has like key commands for like Tinkercad down at the bottom in the UI.
Really?
So I was able to navigate that way. And I did have a little bit of a issue in just installing, just because of how macOS is strict with having developer approved installs. So I just had to hit ignore. I was like, please don't install malware in my stuff.
Right.
But it installed the x86 one installed.
Cool.
And if something happens to Fusion, this is our plan B, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and we'll continue to release step files for folks that want to use SolidWorks or something else.
Yeah.
Huh. I thought it was version 1.0 that was released. I'm not seeing it on the website.
We did make a blog post about it that has the link straight to the GitHub where all of the links for that is.
Did we? Was it last week? Yesterday?
It was last week.
Okay.
Like at 1 o'clock or 1:30 in the morning.
1:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
In the morning at 1 a.m.?
Yep. It's the only slot I could put it in.
Let me just type in FreeCAD. All right. Well, we'll quickly end this segment in a minute, but We don't have a learn guide this week, so it's fine.
There it is.
Here it is.
And then the thumbnail, I'm showing off the
So the FreeCAD 1.0 is
file.
out. Okay.
And that's the file for the little
Oh,
slide.
I see. That's interesting. So I went to FreeCAD's website, and they didn't say that there's a new version.
Oh.
But this is a release candidate. It goes straight to GitHub because that's where I guess users frequent is the GitHub repo. Very programmery, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
to
Looks like they added
prioritize the GitHub and not their website.
Yeah,
What
the
were you saying?
x86 version worked. I don't know why the ARM did not work, which I thought that was for the like M1s, 2s.
Yeah, I thought so too.
For whatever reason, it told me that it was corrupted, the DMG.
Oh, well, it's still new, 5 days ago.
Yeah.
And there's some issues that you could file, I guess.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. All right. Let the team remember this is open source, so it makes sense that maybe the website wasn't updated yet to say that there's a 1.0, because I didn't really see that there's a 1.0 here. It's still like, yeah. Anyway,
yeah, it was on their blog.
Shout out to FreeCAD. Yep, it was just we just thought we'd mention it. FreeCAD, it's a great choice, open source CAD software. Check them out.
Yep. The other one we were looking at too is Blender has a plugin as well for doing CAD. It's slipping my mind right now, but it looks super cool.
Yes.
Able to input the parameters.
Yeah, the parametric, and sketches, like sketch constraints. It's really a big addition to Blender, which is great. Cool. All right. Vince is saying I would have hoped that Lego would embrace the Maker computer, but yeah, they're a little protective of their brand, and a lot of times when we release a Lego, we have to say Lego compatible. We can't just say Lego this, because it kind of infringes a little bit on their brand.
Yeah.
Nikita on YouTube is saying Lego is a great building block. Adding servos to it is a dream come true. Are you aware of Lego boards? I haven't looked at Lego dev boards. I know it's a thing. Pedro, is that ringing a bell?
No, the only thing I could say from just seeing how they utilize their boards and their the servo, like the motors that they use, just from anecdotal, from seeing them in the stores, they're usually like big and bulky. The whole reason behind these is how compact and small these can be, all hidden away, and a nice pretty board that you can customize yourself. So that's why we are going the route of just DIYing these, because they can make them smaller and more compact.
Yep. The Mindstorms, is that what we're talking about?
I think so.
Yeah, these can be quite pricey as well.
Oh yeah, the cost is huge on them. And then just visually, I think the last thing I saw at the store when I picked up the carousel was a Groot, and the box for the way that where the motor was housed and just how it was all arranged. It was like this whole bulky thing off to the side, where we know that could be miniaturized and hidden within the actual project itself. So
yeah,
this is why we wanted to utilize the standard servos. They're just the SG92 for the continuous. So don't forget the SG. Oh, these are both 92s.
Yep. Maybe I'll take a look at it a little bit later. All right. Very good.
Yeah, that's annoying when they discontinue stuff this way. We can continue to use standard parts that are used universally.
Yeah. Okay.
RC cars and like planes utilize these motors.
Yeah. All right. Next up, I think we're ready to take a look at this week's this week's prototype.
Yes.
All right. All right. This is what we're prototyping. This is an Ikea LED pumpkin. Normally it's just a pumpkin with this LED lamp, and I thought it'd be cool to turn this into a PropMaker RP2040 project. So my idea here is that I have a servo, inside of a base with a little servo mount, and this is the IKEA LED lamp that comes included with this. So what I ended up doing was I took it apart because it actually comes very like kind of, what would you say, like hacker friendly. So all of the cables and wires actually come inside the little dome here, and you're supposed to like take it apart. So what I did is I took it apart. Everything is modular. This has a little snap base that comes off. It has 3 mounting screws that attach to the actual ABS plastic of this. I just used a pen and paper to draw out the mounting holes because they're very they're very different. They're not very symmetrical. So I was able to grab that trace, do some measurements with my calipers, and recreate a new base that I can attach to this. So I created an internal gear. All right, so these are some gear teeth, and then I created a little servo attachment, servo horn attachment that meshes with the internal gear, and then there's a little lip here that prevents the head from falling off of the kind of track. So it's really easy how this works. You just fit this over the gears mesh, and then I have here a PropMaker RP2040 feather, which is right here. Super easy to connect the servo. It just plugs in. So you can see here, it just plugs in to the thing here. And then I have some CircuitPython demo code that just tells it to rotate for like a half a second. So let me go ahead and connect it, and then we'll see this thing rotate. So it has 2 kind of faces. So I thought it'd be cool to rotate between the 2 faces, kind of like a 2-face kind of thing. And the idea here is that we're going to add a time of flight sensor to the base here. We're going to make a nice themed kind of pillar that has a lot of details, and we're going to embed a speaker, some NeoPixels, of course the servo, this LED bulb, and then the time of flight sensor will detect different distances, and as you get closer to it, it'll do different lighting effects, different sound effects. So that can be a really fun Halloween project. So it's all going to be in CircuitPython with the RP2040 PropMaker. Really easy to connect things to it. Like I said, the servo just plugs right into it. The speaker, it has a built-in amplifier, by the way, so we'll just connect the speaker to it. And it's just a simple little kind of animatronic prop. Maybe you can put it next to your candy bowl, and you can create your own sound effects, saying maybe like take one candy, I'm watching you, and you can have the head rotate left and right. What is going on? Oh, I see. My can you still hear? Hello, hello, hello.
I hear you.
Yeah, my I have a magnetic cable connector, and I just unplugged it.
Oh no.
Here, add camera, camo camera. There's my camera.
There you go.
And then for me, I'm going to remove me. And then there I am. Okay, yeah, again, these magnetic cables are nice until you accidentally, hit it. So anyway, that's the project. This is about $18 because it's basically this bulb. It has a built-in on-off switch. It plugs into your outlet, and it's just supposed to be a real static LED pumpkin lamp. But I thought it'd be cool to add some more electronics to it. I think it's pretty cool. Let me go ahead and share. You can purchase this on IKEA's website, or you can go to your local IKEA if you have one nearby, and you can pick it up there. So yeah, it just looks cool. It's of course you could 3D print the dome, but I love that the dome is like just ABS plastic. It has a nice silk screen. Again, it has 2 faces, and I did it again. Oh man.
Yeah.
I really need to switch out this cable. Like the magnet is too easy to like break.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
I like the little setup that they have there.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Pick one up over the weekend.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like their.
I want to make the little bat have his little wings flap too.
Yeah, I love Ikea's Halloween decor. They have a bunch of fun stuff. Pretty affordable.
Oh man, we're gonna have to
I
recreate
like
this little
like
setup.
I was saying, like I really like their designs because it's very modular. Like I was able to take this apart. I don't have to drill anything. I don't have to cut anything. I don't have to hot glue anything. It's really nice. So I thought it was cool. Like you're basically, the bulb is modular as well. Let me show it to you. It comes with a nice switch here. Really easy to turn it on and turn it off. It's very bright, but check this out here. Can you make me? Can you make this screen bigger here?
Drag this over. Oh no.
Let me. There you go. All right, yeah. So this has a really easy, like a snap fit connection. So this has like these two little prongs here. One is a flat one, and one is like sort of a post. And let's see, what is the wattage on this thing? It says 2 watts, 24 volts. So although we probably won't connect this lamp bulb to the PropMaker because it can't do 24 volts, but we can add NeoPixels to like the base and stuff. But yeah, you can see here that 2 mounting holes are right here. I just made a quick little 3D printed mount for the base of this this platform here, and yeah, you're able to, you know, design some cool mounts for the already made stuff. And it's keyed, so I almost put it in the wrong way, but it can't because the way they designed this thing. So it's really cool, and it's an LED. It doesn't get hot. It's very bright. It's 24 volts. I said it comes with this thing, so you just turn that on. You could do a relay, I suppose. If you want to do like a feather wing, you could make a relay, turn this off and on, maybe do some brightness. I'm not sure, but otherwise it's a really non-destructive kind of project. Like it just, these are the 3 screws that were included with the you know, with the stock base. And you know, the base is this. It's not very that exciting, so I thought it'd be real cool to add some more stuff to it. So again, it's just gonna be a fun animatronic LED project. So let me plug it in again so you can see it rotate its head. And it's just some quick CircuitPython code. All right, that's it.
Very cool.
Yeah, really easy. So check it out. This will be a project, I think, in the next 2 weeks because I'm printing the kind of fun parts of it. The other thing I want to talk about is how I was able to simulate and sketch up the teeth. So these days, you don't have to you can use online tools to help you come up with servos. So I like to use geargenerator.com, and they have a new beta, which is really cool. So this is like the default site. Let me see if I can zoom in to this. Yeah, you can zoom into that. And what I'm using here is this sort of, well, that's a different system that has like a what do you call it? A gear with a kind of belt. But I'm using this thing here.
Nice.
This one? Yeah, this one. So you can add gears here, and then you can quickly play with the number of teeth, the module size. So here you can see that the diameter is about 52 millimeters. When you measure the pumpkin head, it comes around to 100 millimeters in diameter. So what I was able to do is in the way you work the site is you click on the gear. So I want the internal gear, and I want to increase the number of teeth. And as I increase the number of teeth, you can see the diameter is changing. Nice. And this is all, you know, this is all in the browser. And I think, yeah. And then you can see what the diameter is. So I'm getting closer to my ideal diameter. And then you can see that the internal gear, this is where the servo would be. So if I wanted to change that, I just select that gear here. This is gear number 1. It gives me a gear ratio. You can play with the RPM if you wanted to do that. Oh, and cool. I can change this to be a little bit bigger. I wanted it to encompass the size of the servo horn, which comes around 32 millimeters. And yeah, before I even get to CAD, I can simulate my gears that I want to 3D print. And then when you're done, you can export a DXF, SVG, extrude these out if you want to. Yeah, it's a really cool online tool for creating gears. And
Cool.
this is the internal gear and spur gear mechanism for this project. So you can take this, you can bring it into Tinkercad, extrude it out. You can bring it into FreeCAD, extrude it out if you want. Just really cool. And this is the beta. So I'll have the website here. I'll post it in, which just allows you to do these different type of gear mechanisms. And, it's a beta, so it's free. It's free to
check it out for a while too.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
I remember I used it on the Zelda saw blade.
Oh yeah, okay. And you can stop it. You can speed it up if you want. It's really cool. Yeah, I think
the Autodesk and buy them out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, I'm surprised this isn't built in to Fusion 360.
Right.
Because it'd be great to be able to do this all within Fusion 360. But hey, it's cool. It's an open. I think it might be open source. You click on their name here if you want to. And they have different themes: dark mode, light mode. This was kind of cool. You saw it's a beta, so it's still still maybe has some bugs in it. And I think it creates like a custom link so that you can share your gear mechanism. And I didn't create an account. You don't need to create an account, which is really cool.
Yeah,
I really like that. So that's how I was able to quickly simulate these gears without having to like figure out all the math and stuff for coming up with the diameter, because that's really what the thing is. Like, I have a designated diameter, ideal diameter that I want. I don't know how many teeth I want. I know that my teeth should be around 2 millimeters big, so that's what the unit size is here, the module M. And you can make these bigger or smaller, and I think it adapts. Yeah, you can see here like it's adapted. I played around with the zoom, so I'm like a little bit off. So let me refresh. Yeah, I mean, is there a way to? Yeah, play with it more, but
I
can't seem to.
Plus and negative command, plus and negative.
Yeah, it's not letting me reset the canvas. So again, it's a beta, so play with it. There we go. I just cleared out the thing in the URL because it kind of creates like a custom thingy thing. So anyway, I thought that was really cool. The interface is really intuitive, and just play around with it. If you're coming up with a cool gear mechanism, check it out. I think it's a really cool tool. Free, no need to create an account. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and drop this link in the chats. Yeah, amazing. Yes, I agree. And then I'll post it here on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, the rest. Really great tool. So yeah, that's my shop talk. That's my prototype.
Awesome.
Pedro's got a cool shop talk as well. More on the hardware, and tell me about it. I'm excited about this. I want to get one.
Yeah, with the spooky season coming up, we wanted to have added some cool smoke effects to our shots. In the past, a couple years in the past, we've used the fog machine, which isn't as ideal. We have to wait up for heat time and then the stickiness, residue that it leaves behind. We also had like cans of haze spray, and that too left behind some residue. This is from Ulanzi, and we use their camera cage for our Fuji cameras. And I kept getting like emails about their little mini fog machine, so I decided to try it out, and it is so good. The heat time is incredibly fast, so I just turned it on, and let's do a quick little turning on of the fog, and it's so fast. It's using vegetable glycine fog, and with that, it makes a really cool fog effect for the Halloween projects. There is a remote, so this little part right here, footage of it. this little remote right here pops right off. So it does have a remote. So we think that we might be able to use our IR boards to trigger it wirelessly.
Yeah.
Like a distance sensor or something. You have control over your fog amount, your fan amount, like how much the fan is going and spewing, and comes with a bunch of different attachments, like this little.
Could you bring it closer to the webcam? Let's take a nice look at it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
A couple attachments that it comes with. You have like this little sponge that makes like a like condensed fog to make it look like it's CO2 or the frozen ice. That's another thing that we would do. We would go to Publix and get like frozen ice to get that effect.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
A little sponge attachment that can do that. So yeah, you can just have it go off by just double clicking on it or just clicking it once to turn it off. And you can see here, it makes a nice amount of condensed fog.
That is so cool.
Yeah. And it comes with a little the atomizer, and it comes with the vegetable oil to make your fog. And yeah, it lasts a surprisingly amount of time, the amount of liquid that it gives you. Since this is set up to use in a studio environment, you have like a tripod mount on the bottom, so you can attach that and angle it how you want. USB-C on the bottom there to charge, and yeah, it's only $100.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really nice when you have a dedicated device that does a thing really well. We've seen a lot of like DIY vape hacks and stuff, but it's nice that you can just get something off the shelf that's designed to do this for, video production or props. I remember cosplayers were doing a lot of hacking on the vapes to create a similar device. So let's take a look here at the product listing. It's on Amazon, $110. Has a little OLED display, I think. Is that an OLED display?
That's the remote that clicks right back.
That's cool, yeah. And then this is like a Gorilla Pod style attachment that you can angle in all sorts of different ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is designed and for video production, and that's really cool. So you got all your little things here. Yeah, we have a fog machine too that we use a lot, and you got to plug it in. It's incredibly heavy, and then you have to buy this giant,
takes a while to heat up too.
And it has to heat up, and it gets hot. It gets really hot. So that's kind of like the old kind of technology for making fog
all the time,
and it leaks. Yeah, and sometimes it doesn't trigger right.
Yeah.
This is handheld, portable. Works really well. I guess they have an older version.
Yeah, this is even the newer version, so how it usually is.
The batteries are removable?
Yeah, removable rechargeable batteries.
Oh, that's dope. You got the straight tube, the curved tube, the sponge filter, the flex hose. Yeah. And here's a sample of some of the things. Like, yeah, we have so many lightsaber projects, and Erin St. Blaine is actually, we're gonna let her know about this one because she wants to do like a dragon prop that breathes fire and spits out smoke, and she's looking for a good solution. So this would work really well for that because you can mount it with a tripod and print all sorts of attachments for it or not. It's ready to go. It's pretty cool. Great reviews. Looks like a really good product if you're in the market for creating simple or not simple fog.
Yeah, it does a really great job. Very impressed with it. I wasn't expecting much. I was expecting the heat up time is the main thing that impressed me. Like from turning on to having it go off is like a second.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And all the attachments.
Fog technology's come a long way, I gotta say.
Yeah,
it's really cool. And for lighting projects that we do, fog's great. And integrated into some of our props where we would be able to use one of our IR decoders to like read the messages.
The
remote, and we can trigger it with Adafruit.io. App with a time of flight sensor, a PIR sensor. There's so many possibilities you could do with integrating this into some IoT stuff or some sensors. Really, really cool.
Super cool.
Yeah, checking it out. First time using it. Used it in our time lapse, and look at that. You get like a year's worth of juice, fog juice.
Yeah, it's like just a bottle that's like that big. It's just
Right.
because of how little or how efficient it is at heating up the vegetable oil
Yeah.
that it's using glycerin.
Yeah, and there's no odor.
Yeah, no odor.
Doesn't smell like anything.
The residue is so minimal.
Okay.
So there is some residue, but not like we're used to, where you can, it's like dust. I think the dust
Yeah.
will be more.
Or it makes things
But
sticky. Yeah.
yeah,
Really
yeah.
good solution, man.
So
Yeah, I like it.
that's the thing I'm impressed with the most. Yeah, residue that leaves behind is so minimal.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Quick comment here from Squid.jpg. Yeah, people repurposing the spent vape pens to do that. Yeah, I think that's what Aaron was trying as well. Just because a vape pen is going to be way smaller, so it'll be a lot more easier to hide. With this, I mean, I guess we could 3D print something to like have it as a attachment. For
Right.
cosplay. I mean, it's going to be
have like a little tube to extend it or something.
exactly. If you have like a prop with it, you could easily blend it into the prop, or have a belt attachment. It would fit in with that cosplay.
Yep.
You could use that for that.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's worth it if you want something that's reliable and it's designed to do the thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. So yeah, just a little bit of a shop talk there.
Yeah.
Fog technologies come a long way.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, taking a break here to answer any questions. We got one from Nikita. Have you tried any Halloween projection mapping? I have not. I have not tried any Halloween projection mapping. I don't think we have any projects either that really do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think the projects that we do. It's usually to tie it into the hardware that we're selling. So the projection mapping type stuff is more like you got to figure out what the product is for it.
Yeah, we don't really sell any projectors or anything either.
Yeah. This is all funded is by.
Yeah. We do have a couple of kind of hologrammy type things, or maybe just one, huh? Yeah, we did like a little really simple holograms with these like special film things in a a display. You can do that, I guess.
It's not really like the projection.
No, but it's similar type of thing.
That's pretty cool.
This was a really cool one. This is kind of projection.
Yeah.
You're using the monster mask display and then like a little DIY film to like make it look like you have. It's using the Pepper's Ghost kind of effect and hat. You got this screen protector, and you can create pretty cool illusions if you place it right. It comes down to how well do you crafty at positioning this stuff to make a cool effect. The Pepper's Ghost effect is a very famous effect. It's used in theme parks like Disney, and Phil B. Paint Your Dragon did a really good guide on how to use the monster mask to create the Pepper Ghost thing to like make it look like you have animated eyes, which is pretty cool. So that's kind of projection mapping, not really, but yeah.
I say this is probably the best example of how we would tie it in with work.
Right. Yeah. Unfortunately, these are out of stock. I think we're having some issues getting.
I mean, you can just use a regular TFT display.
True. Yeah, you create your own.
I'm surprised the parks don't use this. This sort of setup. Yeah, any like Disney parks or something, especially for like the Boo Bash for Halloween. Like, this is perfect for it. What Phil B is showing this doctor, or what's the forget his name from Roger Rabbit, the bad guy.
I forget. Is it Dr. Doom or something? No.
That's what I was gonna say.
Dr. Doom, no. I forget his name, but yeah. And then Nikita is saying, I was referring to the fog machine. Oh, like projecting onto fog? I guess you could use like a mini projector. There are mini battery powered projectors that you could use. I think I remember somebody made a 3D printed Rick and Morty ray gun that would like it had an embedded mini projector, and it would project an animation of the portal.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, all right, cool stuff. I like looking back at some of the interesting, unique projects on the Adafruit Learn system. All right, we got about 10 minutes left, so let's go ahead and run through the rest of the show.
I didn't think we'd eat up all the time.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to cover. We got a wide spread of like it is spooky season.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
so this week's Timelapse Tuesday for Community Makes, we have this super cool magnetic windable spider. So it has a little winding apparatus down here on his little abdomen, and that lets you wind up all this string. I had way too much string for this one, but you can hang this from anywhere, and it has the 10 millimeter by 2 millimeter thick magnets. It attaches to any of the metal for having this hang down. In the video, they show my tolerance is a little tight, where you can just roll this on the table to wind this up. I had to add like oil to have this not be so tight, but it's all print in place. Yeah, the tolerance definitely messed with how many times I had to print with this. Since the little ball sockets are embedded in here, and finally get it right after the 5th try. But this is super cool. All print in place. There's even little eyeballs you can attach, and a little web that acts as the magnet holder.
Very clever.
It just hangs. It's super cool.
Yeah, I love the filament you use too. Like it's a great use of the tricolor filament.
Yeah,
different shades.
It's using the black, yellow, and red filament on this, and it looks pretty cool. It has this really cool metallic effect when it's spinning around, like changing colors on you.
Yeah, it's dope. Let's take a look at the time lapse.
Yeah.
Looks like I need to rewind it. There it goes. And you're using the fog machine.
Yeah, just attached to a tripod there.
Yeah.
And nothing fancy for the filament here. No support materials required. Just make sure that the bed is leveled not too tight.
Yeah. Get that elephant foot.
Yep. That's what was making the ball joints fuse together. And here you can really see the tri-color filament acting a nice little iridescence. And I just magnetically attached it to the little vent on top of the door frame. Add some little smoke effect there. Nice little close-up shot of the little wind-up wheel. And that looks super cool. Like I was saying before, that has little eyeballs you can attach to it, like it's shown here. If you have nice loose filament or tolerance on it, it should wind down by itself like that.
Is this multi-material print too?
I think he has a version where you can do it as multi.
Yeah.
But this one is not. That's why I'm using the tricolor filament on it.
Yeah. It's a very cute spider. The way the eyes are modeled, it makes it look very adorable.
Yeah, that's actually why I chose not to print out the eyes, because it looks a little bit more creepy without the eyes.
I see. A little thing.
As you can see in the photo there, it has a nice little compartment to store the web. On the bottom there. Like that.
Very clever. Yeah. Cool. And this is designed by BlobLab. They seem to do a lot of the big eyes here with their model.
Yeah. This is a paid print, so not free.
Yeah, $5. It's worth it.
Definitely worth.
Yeah.
99.
Yeah. Support our artists.
Yeah.
Because they spend a lot of time making these cool printable designs. There's a lot of work going into modeling something that doesn't require supports. That is a mechanism that prints in place, multicolored.
Yeah, the way the ball joints are is super cool.
Yeah. And check out their page. BlobLab has a ton of fun creatures and critters that are all print in place. So cool. This one has a little turtle. It has a little hat and it's turtle shell. That's so cute. Love it. Definitely pay for their stuff. It's really good.
Yeah, I printed out 2 of these to have them around the house as decoration.
Yeah. Perfect. And you can print it as many times as you want because, you know,
yeah.
Purchasing the STL, and then you can print as many as you want. Very cool.
Like I said before, he has the multi-material version on there as well, so you can have the little details print in different colors.
I love the stop motion animation here. Like, they really care about their design and their model, and they're like doing little fun things to it.
It takes a while to do that. So
it does. We would know. Very, very cool. Check it out. I've got a link here. I'll drop it in the Discord and in the video chats. Check it out. Blob Spider.
Cool.
Excellent. All right. That's going to do it. Oh, wait. Before we got 4 minutes to cover these. Thankfully, we only have 2 this week of Community Makes. So, I don't have the links ready. All right, let me pull them up here.
Oh,
First
one
up,
of them was the PropMaker Zelda?
Yeah, that's mainly the one I wanted to focus on. So this
Beat
came
us
in this
to
week.
it.
Yeah, they beat us to it. I love it. I love it when people do this. So PFFS on printables.com posted up their make of their Zelda Breath of the Wild Guardian Sword. Their comment resplit into 4 segments to actually fit on his printer and redid the electronics to use the PropMaker feather, borrowing literally from the RP2040 Saber build. Also used glow-in-the-dark filament just for that extra glow magic. Let's take a look at this part.
That's a good idea.
It has a built-in button. This GIF right here really showcases it. So you turn the button on, and it has this really nice animation that like starts off with the handle, and then does the NeoPixel wipe animation to kind of show it turning on like it does in the game. And it turns off as well. The button's glowing and it's illuminated. It's in a really good spot as well. Glow-in-the-dark filament. They went all out with this one. It's got heat set inserts for more rigidity. It's got really good cable management going on. There's the PropMaker Feather RP2040. You got your battery in there. You got your speaker. It's using the newer speaker that we like to use in our projects. So cool. Here it is split in half. They did a great job on printing it and using different colors for the handle and stuff. Looks really good. Cool. It's one of our favorite projects, and it's great to see the folks from the community upgrade it with the latest PropMaker technology. That's so cool. I love this animation.
Super cool.
Their own code as well. Yeah. I'd love to see a playground post on like the is it Arduino? Is it CircuitPython? Yeah.
I wonder.
Really cool. I wonder. Very cool. Yep. Great. Originally it used a Trinky or something.
Yeah.
Old school.
Yep.
Yeah. With a light poly backpack and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This one's a lot older. I mean, the game what is the game, like 6 years old or something?
And yeah, 7 now, probably.
Something. All right. And then the last community make, we got another remix for a very popular Epcot Spaceship Earth. This is a little light guide jig. So the idea is that you would print this out, press fit it in through the holes, and then you don't have to worry about the hot glue leaking or anything in the little holes. Really good, really clever idea. So all these little holes here you see is all hot glue. So instead of like hot gluing each individual hole, you can use this little kind of light guide to hot glue the LED to, and then press fit this through the hole. That's a really clever idea. Like I wish I thought of this first. So shout out to Joey for posting this up so folks can print this out. A lot of folks are still making this project. I really enjoyed working on this project. Uses WLED because you can do, mapping and just really cool animations. And folks continue to just blow me away with all the different mods and upgrades that they're applying to it. I think somebody actually made they made the sequence animations with WLED to look exactly like the nighttime show in Epcot, which was really dope. So yeah, very cool project. It's kind of big, I was thinking like, oh, we should sell. No, we can't really sell it. I mean, it would be the price for this to get JLCPCB would be astronomical. It would be way too expensive. So it'll forever be a DIY 3D print at home kind of project. But that's it. That's this week's community makes. Shout out to Joey for posting up his contribution to the design. Really smart. I like it.
Very cool.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. We hope to see you on Show and Tell tonight. Special Show and Tell hosted by Liz Clark. She'll be hosting tonight.
Yay.
Come on by at 7:30 a little bit earlier on the Discord if you want to join. She'll drop in a link so you can join. We'd love to see your projects. And then Ask an Engineer starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with some new products, open source hardware news, INMPI, and much, much more. We have more shows. Tomorrow is JP's workshop. Tune in, JP. Check out what he's working on. Friday, there's a deep dive with either Scott or Tim, Foamy Guy. Starts at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. From the Desk of Lady Ada's on Sundays, in the evenings, random times. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week with hopefully some Lego servo mounts that you can purchase.
Yay.
And I'll continue to work on this pumpkin. So, yeah, lots of fun stuff in the works. We'll see you guys next week. But until then, remember to
make
a
great day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.